Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Ivan Jue. I teach international business at Cerritos College. So far, you've learned about ways companies enter foreign markets by exporting, licensing, franchising, and foreign direct investment. Chapter 13 introduces another important strategy: international strategic alliances. An international strategic alliance is a cooperative agreement between companies from different countries that work together to achieve common business goals. Unlike an acquisition, each company remains independent. They cooperate in selected areas. They share resources, knowledge, risks, and rewards. So, why do companies form strategic alliances? Companies form alliances to access new markets. A local partner already understands the customers, regulations, and distribution channels. So, with that brief introduction to the chapter, let's begin. So, here are the learning objectives for Chapter 13. Compare joint ventures and other forms of strategic alliances. You will learn the difference between joint venture, which happens to be two or more companies that create a newly jointly owned company. In this case, ownership, risks, and profits are shared, versus strategic alliance, which are companies that cooperate without necessarily creating a new company. Each firm remains independent. Characterize the benefits of strategic alliances. You will learn why firms form alliances. The common benefits are shared costs, shared risks, gain market access, assess technology, learn from partners, and enter foreign markets faster. Describe the scope of strategic alliances. This is about how broad alliances can involve marketing, as in joint advertising campaigns, research and development, which involves shared innovation projects, manufacturing, shared production facilities, distribution, or shared logistics networks, and technology, which involve technology sharing agreements. Discuss the forms of management used for strategic alliances. So, strategic alliances require coordination between partners. You will learn governance structures, how partners make decisions, resolve disputes, allocate profits, and control operations. Management challenges. These will result from different corporate cultures, different national cultures, and different strategic goals. Identify the limitations of strategic alliances. Strategic alliances are not always successful. The common problems tend to be conflicts between partners, unequal contributions, loss of proprietary technology, cultural misunderstandings, differing strategic objectives, and difficulty ending the alliance. This explains two major forms of international corporate cooperation: strategic alliances and joint ventures. Both involve companies working together internationally, but they differ in structure and level of commitment. Number one, strategic alliances. A strategic alliance is a cooperative arrangement where companies remain independent but collaborative in specific business activities. No new company necessarily needs to be created. A. Cross-licensing of proprietary technology. So this is where two companies agree to share technology, patents, or intellectual property. As an example, a software company shares cybersecurity technology while another shares AI technology. Both benefit without having to develop everything themselves. The benefit would be faster innovation and lower R&D costs. B. Sharing of production facilities. Companies use each other's manufacturing plants or production resources. As an example, an automaker may allow another company to manufacture products in its factory. So the benefit is reducing capital investment and also improving factory utilization. C. Co-funding of research projects. The companies can jointly invest in research and development. So, as an example, two pharmaceutical companies jointly fund research for a new drug. The benefit would be the sharing of risk and sharing of research costs. D. Marketing using existing distribution networks. So companies help sell each other's products through their established sales channels. As an example, a U.S. company uses a Japanese partner's distribution network to sell products in Japan. The benefit is faster market access and lowering marketing costs. Number 2, joint venture. A joint venture is more formal than a strategic alliance. Usually a separate company is created. Ownership is shared. Profits and risks are shared. So how can a joint venture be managed? The slide lists 3 common approaches. A. Firms share management. Both parent companies participate in managing the JV. So as an example, Company A appoints the CEO, Company B appoints the CFO, and major decisions require approval from both. The advantage is balanced control, but the challenge happens to be potential disagreements. B. One firm takes responsibility. So one partner manages day-to-day operations. For example, a U.S. company owns 50% of a JV, but allows the local partner to manage operations because it understands the market better. The advantage would be faster decisions, but the challenge could be other partner may feel excluded. And then C, independent managers are hired. So neither parent company directly manages the JV. Professional managers are hired instead. As an example, a JV board hires an independent CEO with industry expertise. The advantage would be neutral management, but the challenge could be the managers may not fully represent either partner's interests. So this compares joint ventures with non-joint venture strategic alliances and highlights 3 important dimensions: the purpose, scope, and duration. The key message here is that joint ventures are deeper, broader, and longer-term partnerships than other strategic alliances. Let's go through the following scenarios. So number 1, purpose. Joint venture equals broader purpose. The joint ventures are usually formed to accomplish multiple objectives. Examples would include enter a new country, develop products, manufacture products, market products, build distribution networks. As an example, a U.S. software company and a Japanese technology company create a joint venture to develop software, market software, provide support, expand throughout Asia. The partnership covers many business activities. Non-joint venture alliance, which equals a narrower purpose. So strategic alliances without a JV usually focus on one specific objective. The examples are to share technology, conduct research, co-market products, and share production facilities. As an example, 2 companies agree only to share patents. That's a much narrower goal. Number 2, scope. So joint venture equals a broader scope. The companies often combine significant resources. So shared items would be employees, capital, technology, facilities, management. The JV may become a major business operation. So as an example, Sony Ericsson, which is a historical example. Both companies combined technology, marketing, manufacturing into one business. The non-joint venture alliance, which equals a narrower scope. The cooperation is limited to a specific area. So, as an example, an airline alliance may share frequent flyer programs, flight routes, but each airline keeps its own employees and keeps its own assets. This maintains the independent operations. Number 3, duration. Joint venture equaling longer duration. In this case, this is due to large investments are made, new companies are formed, assets are committed. JVs in this case often last many years. So an example would be an automotive joint venture that may operate for decades. Non-joint venture alliance, but shorter duration. Many alliances are temporary. So as an example, two pharmaceutical firms collaborate for one research project, one drug development effort. After the project ends, the alliance may end. This figure summarizes the 4 major benefits of strategic alliances. The central idea is that when companies cooperate internationally, they can often achieve more together than they could individually. What is a strategic alliance? A strategic alliance is an agreement between companies to work together while remaining separate organizations. Examples would include technology sharing agreements, joint research projects, marketing partnerships, distribution agreements, and joint ventures. The figure highlights the 4 key benefits. Number 1, ease of market entry. One of the biggest reasons companies form alliances is to enter foreign markets more easily. How it helps. A local partner already has customers, distribution channels, supplier relationships, government contacts, and market knowledge. As an example, suppose Dell Computer wants to enter Japan. Instead of building an entire sales network from scratch, Dell could partner from a Japanese IT company that already serves local businesses. The benefit is faster entry, lower startup costs, and less trial and error. Number 2, shared risk. International expansion can be expensive and uncertain. Strategic alliances allow partners to share investment costs, research expenses, market entry risks, and operational risks. As an example, 2 pharmaceutical companies jointly develop a new drug. Instead of one company spending $500 million, both companies share the cost. The benefit would be lower financial exposure and reduced business risk. Number 3, shared knowledge and expertise. Each partner often brings unique strengths. Examples would be one company may provide technology, patents, marketing expertise, while another may provide marketing expertise, local market knowledge, and distribution networks. The benefit is learning from each other, faster innovation, and better decision making. Number 4, synergy and competitive advantage. This is often the most powerful benefit. Synergy means the combined result is greater than the sum of individual efforts. In simple terms, 1 plus 1 is greater than 2. So as an example, company A has excellent technology, company B has excellent distribution. Together, this would lead to better products, a larger customer base, and higher sales. The competitive advantage is that the alliance may create strengths that competitors cannot easily match. The benefit would be stronger market position, greater efficiency, and better products and services. So here's a real-world example, airline alliances. An airline alliance such as Star Alliance demonstrates all 4 benefits. Ease of market entry, airline access, new destinations through partners. There's shared risk, shared infrastructure and operational cost, shared knowledge, exchanging best practices and operational expertise. Synergy, larger global network attracts more customers. This explains how strategic alliances make it easier for a company to enter foreign markets. Instead of entering a new country alone, a company partners with a local firm that already understands the market. Number one, overcome entrenched competition. In many countries, local competitors already have strong brand recognition, established customer relationships, distribution networks. A strategic alliance allows a foreign company to leverage the local partner's reputation and market presence. As an example, when a U.S. software company enters Japan, partnering with a Japanese technology company can provide immediate access to existing customers and business relationships. Number two, deal with hostile government regulations. Many countries have foreign ownership restrictions, licensing requirements, regulatory barriers, local content requirements. A local partner often understands these regulations and can help navigate them. So, as an example, some countries require foreign firms to operate through local partners in certain industries such as telecommunications, banking, or defense. Number three, get economies of scale and scope economies of scale. Lower costs achieved by producing or selling larger volumes. So, as an example, two companies sharing manufacturing facilities can spread fixed costs across more units. Economies of scope. Cost savings from sharing resources across multiple products or services. So as an example, a local distributor can sell both its own products and its partner's products through the same sales network. Number four, manage costs of doing business. So entering a foreign market can be expensive due to marketing costs, distribution setup, legal and compliance costs, hiring local employees, establishing offices. Strategic alliances allow these costs to be shared. So as an example, instead of building a sales organization from scratch in Europe, a cybersecurity company could partner with a local reseller or telecom provider, significantly reducing startup costs. So why does this matter? Foreign market entry is often difficult because companies face unfamiliar customers, strong local competitors, complex regulations, high startup costs. A strategic alliance helps reduce these barriers by providing local market knowledge, existing business relationships, shared investment and risk, and faster access to customers. So this highlights the shared risk as one of the key benefits of strategic alliances. When companies enter a new market or develop a new product, the outcome is uncertain. Strategic alliances allow companies to share both the costs and risks rather than carrying them alone. So number one, new market, new product. Entering a foreign country or launching a new product involves risks such as uncertain customer demand, strong local competitors, regulatory challenges, high startup costs, and cultural differences. Instead of one company taking on all the risk, alliance partners can share the burden. So as an example, a U.S. software company entering Brazil may partner with a Brazilian technology company. The local partner contributes market knowledge while the U.S. company contributes to technology. Number two, strategic alliances. A strategic alliance is a cooperative agreement between firms that remain independent but work together toward a common objective. The partners may share capital investments, research and development costs, marketing expenses, distribution networks, technology, and expertise. This reduces the amount each company must invest individually. Number three, reduce and control risks. Strategic alliances help reduce several types of risks. Financial risk. Instead of investing $100 million alone, two companies may each invest $50 million. Market risk. A local partner understands customer preferences, reducing the chance of market failure. Political and regulatory risk. Local partners are familiar with government regulations and business practices. Technology risk. Companies can share R&D costs when developing new products. Here's a real-world example. Sony Ericsson share costs and risks of competing in the mobile phone market. Airline alliances such as the Star Alliance allow airlines to share routes, facilities, and marketing costs. Automotive industry, car manufacturers often jointly develop electric vehicle platforms to spread R&D costs. So this highlights another major benefit of strategic alliances: shared knowledge and expertise. When two or more companies form a strategic alliance, they can learn from each other and combine their strengths. Each partner brings unique knowledge, skills, technology, or market experience that the other may lack. So why does this matter? No company is an expert in everything. Through alliances, firms can gain technical knowledge, industry experience, local market knowledge, management practices, distribution and sales experience, regulatory and compliance know-how. Instead of developing these capabilities from scratch, companies can learn from their partners. Here are some examples. The foreign market entry. A U.S. company entering Japan may partner with a Japanese firm. The Japanese partner provides knowledge of local customers, business culture, distribution channels, regulatory requirements, while the U.S. company provides technology, products, brand recognition. Both sides benefit from each other's expertise. Number 2, technology alliances. Many technology companies cooperate to develop new products. For example, one company may have strong software expertise. Another company may have strong hardware expertise. By working together, they can create a better product than either could alone. Number 3, pharmaceutical industry. Drug companies often collaborate with universities or biotech firms. The benefits would be the sharing of scientific research, access to specialized knowledge, accelerate product development, and also reduce R&D costs. So this explains the highest level benefit of strategic alliances, creating synergy and competitive advantage. What is synergy? Synergy means that two companies working together can achieve more than either company could achieve alone. Each partner contributes different strengths, creating additional value. Number 1, the market entry. Strategic alliances help companies enter foreign markets faster and more effectively. The benefits include access to established distribution channels, existing customer relationships, local market knowledge, and reduced startup costs. As an example, a U.S. software company wants to enter Japan, but instead of building a sales force from scratch, it partners with a Japanese company that already has customers, sales staff, market reputation, and so the result would be faster market entry, lower cost, and greater chance of success. Number 2, risk sharing. Large projects often involve significant uncertainty. Strategic alliances allow partners to share financial risk, operational risk, market risk, and political risk. So as an example, two pharmaceutical companies jointly develop a new drug. Instead of each spending $1 billion independently, both contribute resources. Both share development costs. Both share the risk of failure. Number 3, learning potential. Companies can learn from one another. Potential learning areas include technology, manufacturing processes, marketing techniques, customer preferences, and regulatory compliance. As an example, a U.S. company partners with a Korean electronics manufacturer. The U.S. company learns efficient manufacturing techniques. The Korean company learns global branding and marketing strategies. Both become stronger competitors. This figure illustrates the scope of strategic alliances and shows that companies can cooperate in one specific function or across multiple business functions. What the diagram shows, there are two companies. Partner 1 and Partner 2. Each company has 4 major business functions: R&D, or research and development, finance, marketing, and production. The arrows show different ways the two companies can collaborate. Number 1, functional strategic alliances. Companies may choose to cooperate in only one area. The production alliance. Both firms share manufacturing facilities, production technology, supply chains, and purchasing activities. As an example, 2 automakers jointly manufacture vehicles in the same factory. Marketing alliance. Both firms cooperate on advertising, distribution, sales channels, and branding. As an example, a foreign software company uses a local company's sales network to sell products. Finance alliance. Partners cooperate in funding projects, sharing investment costs, and obtaining financing. As an example, 2 companies jointly finance a large infrastructure project. R&D alliance. Partners jointly develop new technologies, products, patents. As an example, pharmaceutical companies sharing research costs for a new drug. Number 2, comprehensive strategic alliance. At the bottom of the figure is the comprehensive strategic alliance. This is the broadest type of alliance. Partners cooperate across multiple functions simultaneously. The R&D, finance, marketing, and production. This type of alliance is much deeper and resembles a joint venture without necessarily creating a separate company. Here are some real-world examples. The narrow alliance. Apple and chip manufacturer cooperate only on semiconductor production. The R&D alliance. 2 biotech firms jointly develop a new medicine. Comprehensive alliance. Many airline alliances involve marketing, ticket sales, loyalty programs, route sharing, and airport operations. This focuses on comprehensive alliances, which are the broadest and deepest form of strategic alliance. What is a comprehensive alliance? A comprehensive alliance occurs when 2 companies cooperate across multiple business functions rather than just one area. Instead of partnering only in marketing or manufacturing, the companies collaborate throughout much of the value chain. Areas of cooperation. Number 1, R&D, or research and development. Partners jointly develop new technologies, create new products, share patents and technical expertise, and reduce R&D costs. An example would be 2 pharmaceutical companies that jointly develop a new drug. Number 2, design. Partners cooperate on product design, engineering, user experience, product specifications. As an example, an electronics company and a software company jointly design a smart device. Number 3, production. Partners share manufacturing facilities, supply chains, production technology, and quality control systems. As an example, automobile manufacturers producing vehicles together in a shared plant. Number 4, marketing. Partners cooperate in advertising, branding, sales efforts, and customer acquisition. An example here would be a foreign company using a local partner's sales network. Number 5, distribution. Partners share warehouses, logistics systems, delivery channels, and retail networks. An example here would be a global beverage company using a local distributors network to reach customers. So why companies form comprehensive alliances? It's because they can achieve benefits that would be difficult independently. It results in lower costs, shared investment, shared facilities, shared employees and expertise, faster market entry, and immediate access to partner resources. It also allows for existing customer relationships. There's better innovation. with combined technical expertise and larger R&D budgets. Their stronger competitive position, greater market reach, and more resources than competitors. Here's a real-world example. Toyota and Subaru. Their alliance includes joint vehicle development, design collaboration, shared manufacturing, technology sharing, and so this is a much broader area than simply buying parts from one another. The advantages would be large economies of scale, faster innovation, shared risks and costs, stronger global presence, and greater competitive advantage. But the challenges do exist, and these are more complex to manage, potential conflicts over strategy, sharing sensitive information, difficult profit-sharing arrangements, and greater dependence on the partner. This introduces functional alliances, which are a type of strategic alliance focused on a single business function rather than the entire business. Unlike a comprehensive alliance, which covers R&D, production, manufacturing, and distribution, a functional alliance is narrower and easier to manage. Number 1, production alliances. Companies cooperate in manufacturing and operations. Activities may include shared factories, joint manufacturing, shared supply chains, and shared purchasing. As an example, 2 automobile manufacturers share an assembly plant to reduce production costs. The benefits are lower manufacturing costs, economies of scale, and improved capacity utilization. Number 2, marketing alliances. Companies cooperate in selling and promoting products. The activities may include joint advertising, shared sales forces, distribution agreements, and co-branding. As an example, a software company partners with a telecom company to sell software through the telecom's customer network. The benefits would include faster market entry, access to customers, and reduced marketing costs. Number 3, financial alliances. Companies cooperate financially. Activities may include joint investments, shared project financing, risk-sharing arrangements, and co-funding major initiatives. As an example, 2 companies jointly finance a new manufacturing facility or technology project. The benefits are reduced financial risk, access to larger capital pools, and ability to pursue larger projects. Number 4, R&D alliances. Companies cooperate in research and development. The activities may include joint technology development, product innovation, patent sharing, and scientific research. As an example of this, 2 pharmaceutical companies jointly develop a new drug. The benefits are lower R&D costs, faster innovation, and shared technical expertise. So this explains the key decisions that companies must make when creating and managing a strategic alliance. Even if 2 firms see benefits in cooperating, the alliance's success depends heavily on how it is structured and managed. Number 1, selection of partners. Choosing the right partner is often the most important factor. Companies should look for partners that offer complementary strengths. Each partner brings something valuable. Similar strategic goals, financial stability, trustworthiness and reputation, and compatible corporate cultures. As an example, a U.S. software company entering Japan may partner with a Japanese company that has local market knowledge, established customer relationships, and distribution channels. The U.S. company contributes technology, while the Japanese company contributes market access. The risk of this is that a poor partner choice can lead to conflicts, information leaks, and failure to achieve objectives. Number 2, form of ownership. The companies must decide how the alliance will be legally structured. The common options include non-equity alliance. In this case, no new company is formed, Examples would be licensing agreements, distribution agreements, and technology sharing agreements. The pros are the flexibility, lower investment, and easy to terminate. The cons are less control and weaker commitment. The equity alliance. One partner buys a minority ownership stake in another. So the pros are stronger commitment and better alignment of interests. The cons are more complications and requiring capital investment. Joint venture. Partners create a newly jointly owned company. The pros are the highest level of cooperation and shared resources and risks. The cons are more complex governance and potential management conflicts. Number 3, joint management considerations. So once the alliance is formed, managers must decide how it will be run. Key questions include who makes decisions, one company leads, equal voting rights, independent management team, how are profits shared? Is it 50-50? Is it based on ownership percentage? Is it based on contributions? How are disputes resolved? Voting mechanisms, arbitration procedures, exit provisions. How is intellectual property protected? Technology sharing rules, confidentiality agreements, ownership of jointly developed IP. So this explains how companies should choose the right partner when forming a strategic alliance or joint venture. Selecting the wrong partner is one of the main reasons alliances fail. Number 1, compatibility between partners. The two companies must be able to work well together. Compatibility includes similar business goals, compatible corporate cultures, similar commitment levels, mutual trust, and communication. As an example, if a U.S. technology company values fast decision making but its foreign partner requires multiple layers of approval, conflicts may arise. The questions to ask would be, do we share the same objectives? Can our management teams work together? Do we trust each other? Number 2, nature of products and services. Partners should have products or services that complement each other. The alliance should create value that neither company could easily create alone. A good example would be a tech company that provides remote access software. A telecom company provides network infrastructure and customer relationships. Together, they can offer integrated solutions. A poor example would be two direct competitors with nearly identical products that may struggle because they compete for the same customers and resources. Number 3, relative safeness of the alliance. Companies must evaluate the risks involved. Key concerns include intellectual property risk. Will the partner gain access to proprietary technology? Competitive risk. Could the partner become a future competitor? Financial risk. Is the partner financially stable? Political or regulatory risk. Does the partner operate in a risky country or industry? As an example, a software company may hesitate to share source code with a partner if there is risk of copying or weak intellectual property protection. Number 4, learning potential of the alliance. One major reason firms form alliances is to learn from each other. The possible learning opportunities are new technologies, manufacturing techniques, local market knowledge, distribution methods, and customer preferences. As an example, when a U.S. company enters Japan through an alliance, it may learn Japanese consumer behavior, local regulations, effective sales strategies. At the same time, the Japanese partner may learn new technology from the U.S. company. So this discusses the legal ownership structure that companies must choose when creating a strategic alliance or joint venture. The ownership form determines how profits are shared, how decisions are made, how liability is allocated, and how taxes are handled. It also shows how the alliance can be dissolved. So number one, corporate form. Under a corporate form, the partners create a new legal company that is separate from the parent companies. The characteristics are a separate legal entity, own assets and liabilities, has its own management team, partners own shares in a new company. So suppose a U.S. cybersecurity company and a Japanese technology company create a new company in Japan. The U.S. company owns 50%. Japanese partner owns 50%. The joint venture has its own employees, bank accounts, and financial statements. The advantages would be a limited liability protection, it's easier to raise capital, clear governance structure, and greater permanence. However, the disadvantages are more legal and regulatory requirements, potential double taxation in some jurisdictions, and it's more expensive to establish and maintain. Limited partnership. A limited partnership is a partnership structure where ownership and management responsibilities differ among partners. There's two types of partners. The general partner, which manages the business, makes operational decisions, has unlimited liability. The limited partner. This provides the capital, usually does not manage operations, and liability is limited to investment amount. As an example, a foreign company wants to invest in a local infrastructure project. Local company acts as a general partner. The foreign investor acts as a limited partner. The foreign investor contributes capital but does not manage daily operations. The advantages of this would be a flexible structure, pass-through tax treatment in many countries, and limited liability for investors. But the disadvantages would be limited partners have less control, general partner bears greater legal risk, and it may not be suitable for large operational businesses. So here's an international business example. So imagine a U.S. cybersecurity company entering a foreign market with a local telecom company. In the corporate form, they create a new joint venture company. Both parties share ownership and management. This is suitable for long-term operations. Under the limited partnership, the telecom company manages operations, U.S. cybersecurity company provides funding and technology, and this is suitable when one partner wants a more passive role. This discusses a public-private venture, or PPV. This is a special type of joint venture where a private company partners with a government or government-owned entity to conduct business. Examples include infrastructure projects, utilities, transportation systems, telecommunications, and energy projects. The opportunities. Number one, new market. Partnering with a government can help a company enter markets that may otherwise be difficult or impossible to access. As an example, a foreign telecom company may need a local government partner to operate in certain countries. The benefit is easier market entry, access to customers, and faster licensing approvals. Number two, government support. The government partner may provide tax incentives, subsidies, land grants, regulatory assistance, infrastructure support. An example is that many countries offer tax holidays or reduced taxes to attract foreign investment. The benefit is lower operation costs, reduced startup expenses, and improved profitability. Number three, reduced competition. Governments sometimes grant exclusive licenses, monopoly rights, and limited competition within a sector. An example is a company operating a toll road or airport may have exclusive rights in a region. The benefit is more predictive revenue and less competitive pressure. Challenges do exist, however. So, number one, investment lost. Political or economic changes may cause the investment to fail. As an example, a new government may cancel a project started by a previous administration. So the risk is loss of invested capital, project delays, and reduced profitability. Number two, assets seized. This refers to an expropriation or nationalization. So as an example, a government may take ownership of factories, oil fields, utilities, infrastructure. Sometimes compensation is paid, sometimes it is not. So the risk is the foreign investor can lose valuable assets. Number 3, operation closed. Governments may revoke licenses, change regulations, restrict foreign ownership, shut down operations. As an example, a foreign mining company may lose its permit after a policy change. So the risk is the business may be forced to cease operations even if it is profitable. So this explains the 3 common ways strategic alliances and joint ventures can be managed. The key question is, who makes the day-to-day decisions and controls the alliance? Number 1, shared management agreement. Both partners actively manage the alliance together. How it works. Partner 1 and Partner 2 jointly participate in decision making. Important decisions require agreement from both parties. Resources, expertise, and responsibilities are shared. The advantages are equal control, both partners stay engaged, and this combines expertise from both firms. Disadvantages are decision making can be slow, potential conflicts if partners disagree, and risk of management deadlock. As an example, a U.S. software company and a Japanese distributor jointly manage a new venture in Japan with both firms represented on the management committee. Number 2, assigned arrangement. One partner takes primary responsibility for managing the alliance. How it works. Both firms own or participate in the alliance. One partner is designated as the lead manager. The other partner provides support, capital, technology, or market access. The advantages are faster decision making, clear accountability, less management conflict. Disadvantages are other partners may feel less involved, potential imbalance of power, and greater dependence on the managing partner. So as an example, a U.S. cybersecurity company enters Brazil and partners with a local technology company. The local partner manages sales, customer support, and regulatory compliance because it knows the market better. Number 3, delegated arrangement. Both partners delegate management to an independent management team. So how does it work? A separate joint venture company is created, professional executives are hired, the executives run the business independently, the parent companies act mainly as owners. Advantages are professional management, less conflict between partners, and clear focus on venture performance. Disadvantages would be less direct control by parent companies, agency risk, so managers may not always act in owners' interests, and additional management costs. So as an example, 2 pharmaceutical companies create a new research company and hire an independent CEO and management team to run it. This highlights the common reasons why strategic alliances fail. While alliances can create significant benefits, they also come with challenges that managers must carefully address. Number 1, incompatibility of partners. The most common reason alliances fail is that the partners are not a good match. The causes can include different goals, different corporate cultures, different management styles, and different expectations. So as an example, one company wants rapid growth while another wants stable long-term returns. So this results in conflicts, slow decision making, and then breakdown of trust. Number 2, access to information. Strategic alliances require sharing information. The problem is that partners may gain access to proprietary technology, trade secrets, customer information, and manufacturing processes. The risk is the partner may eventually become a competitor. As an example, a software company shares technology with a foreign partner who later develops a competing product. The management challenge is that balance collaboration with protection of intellectual property. Number 3, distribution of earnings. Partners must agree on how profits and costs are shared. The potential issues: disagreement over profit allocation, unequal contributions, different expectations regarding returns. So as an example, one partner contributes technology while the other contributes market access. Determining who deserves a larger share of profits can be difficult. So the result is financial disputes can damage the alliance. Number 4, loss of autonomy. When entering an alliance, companies give up some independence. The challenges are joint decision making, need for partner approval, shared control over strategy. As an example, a company may no longer be able to launch products independently, change pricing, enter certain markets without consulting the partner. So as a result, managers may feel constrained and frustrated. Number 5, changing circumstances. Business conditions often change after an alliance is formed. As an example, new technologies emerge, market demand changes, competitors enter, government regulations change, one partner's strategy changes. As an example, two firms form an alliance to develop a product, but a new technology makes the product obsolete. So as a result, the alliance may no longer create value for one or both partners. So, as a real-world example, imagine a U.S. network security company forming a strategic alliance with a foreign telecommunications company. Potential benefits are faster market entry, shared customer base, and reduced investment costs. But the potential pitfalls are different business priorities, sharing proprietary software technology, disputes over revenue sharing, reduced flexibility in pricing and marketing, and regulatory changes affecting the partnership. Okay, so now we've come to the review questions for this chapter. Number 1, what are the basic differences between a joint venture and other types of strategic alliances? So a joint venture creates a separate legal entity owned by two or more firms. Partners share ownership, profits, risks, and management. Usually this is broader in scope and longer term. Other strategic alliances, no new company is created. Firms cooperate through contracts or agreements. This usually focuses on a specific function, such as R&D, production, marketing. As an example, Sony Ericsson created a new company. An alliance would be Apple and MasterCard cooperate on Apple Pay without creating a new company. Number 2, why have strategic alliances grown in popularity in recent years? Well, several business trends have increased the use of alliances. Market globalization. Companies need local partners to enter foreign markets. Rising costs. R&D, manufacturing, and market entry costs continue to increase. Technology complexity. No single company possesses all required expertise. Faster innovation. Partnerships accelerate product development and commercialization. Risk sharing. Partners share financial and operational risks. Number 3, what are the basic benefits partners are likely to gain from their strategic alliance? A, ease of market entry. Local partners provide market knowledge, distribution channels, and government relationships. B, shared risk. Investment and uncertainty are shared between partners. C, shared knowledge and expertise. Partners learn technology, production methods, customer preferences, and local business practices. D, synergy and competitive advantage. Combining strengths creates value greater than either firm could create alone. Number 4, what are the basic characteristics of a comprehensive alliance? What form is likely to take? Characteristics. A comprehensive alliance covers multiple business functions: R&D, design, production, marketing, and distribution. Partners cooperate extensively throughout the value chain. Likely form. Because of its broad scope and long-term nature, a comprehensive alliance is often structured as a joint venture. As an example, two automobile manufacturers jointly develop, produce, and market vehicles. 5. What are the 4 common types of functional alliances? Briefly explain each. A. Production alliance. Partners cooperate in manufacturing. An example would be 2 firms sharing production facilities to reduce costs. B. Marketing alliance. Partners cooperate in selling and promoting products. An example here would be one company using another company's distribution network. C. Financial alliance. Partners provide financing or share investment resources. An example would be several firms jointly fund a large infrastructure project. D. R&D alliance. Partners cooperate in research and product development. An example here would be pharmaceutical companies jointly develop new drugs. This is the second set of review questions. So number 1, what is an R&D consortium? An R&D consortium is a group of companies, universities, or government organizations that cooperate to conduct research and development projects. The purpose is to share research costs, share technical expertise, reduce developmental risk, and accelerate innovation. So as an example, several semiconductor companies jointly fund research into next-generation chip technology. The benefits are lower R&D costs, shared expertise, and faster innovation. The challenge, though, is intellectual property ownership can be complicated. Number 2, what factors should be considered in selecting a strategic alliance partner? So according to the chapter, firms should evaluate 4 major factors. A. Compatibility between partners with similar goals, similar management styles, and compatible cultures. B. Nature of products and services. So complementary strengths, ability to create value together. C. Relative safety of the alliance. So protection of intellectual property, financial stability of partner, and competitive risks. D. Learning potential, opportunity to gain knowledge, access to new technology, and access to market expertise. 3. What are the 3 basic ways of managing a strategic alliance? Shared management agreement. Both partners actively manage the alliance. Pros are shared control and shared expertise. The cons are slower decision making. Assigned arrangement. One partner takes primary management responsibility. Pros are faster decisions and clear accountability, while the cons are potential imbalance of power. Delegated arrangement. This is where professional managers operate the alliance independently. Pros are professional management, reduced partner conflict. The cons are less direct control. Number 4, under what circumstances might public and private partners undertake a strategic alliance? So this is called a public-private venture, or PPV. Common situations are infrastructure projects, so airports, toll roads, rail systems, telecommunications, national broadband networks, energy projects, power plants, renewable energy facilities, economic development, industrial parks, technology hubs. The benefits are for the businesses, government support, easier market access, reduced competition, and then for the governments, private sector expertise, additional capital, and improved efficiency. And number 5, what are the potential pitfalls of strategic alliances? So the chapter identified 5 major pitfalls. A. Incompatibility of partners. Different goals or cultures create conflict. B. Access to information. Partners may gain access to trade secrets and proprietary technology. C. Distribution of earnings. Would be disagreements over profit sharing. D. Loss of autonomy. Companies give up some decision-making authority. E. Changing circumstances. Market conditions, technology, regulations, or strategies may change. And so now we've come to the end of this lecture. Thank you, everyone. I hope you all have found this useful. Please be sure to reach out to me if you have additional questions. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye for now.